MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but
Standing in, Michael Mullins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Michael Mullins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now the 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. 1 away. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Now batting, Alejandro Cortez, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
That evens it up 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Batting third.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, 1 away, 1 away.
On the ground to the right side. Martinez comes up with it. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami. Peter O'Brien, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Cortez at third with 2 away. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
The set and the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jorge Alfaro.
Hey, nobody.
First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as we show you the Marlins leaderboard, you can see there his current total, 4th best on the Miami Ball Club. Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1.
Hey, no one down here.
A runner at second, nobody out. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. A ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
Digging in, Robbie Franks. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Robbie.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's go. Gotta hold him right here.
From the stretch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul.
One down, one down.
Now the 0-1. Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Splitter, 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping into the box, Chad Wallach. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Hey, come on now.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
A little bit outside. 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Plays at 1 now.
0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the
And we
boys
got
in the
two
dugout and
down.
regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Here's another 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result.
Now back,
Job well
second
done.
baseman.
Into the box now, Michael Mullins. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, 2 down here.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. The pitcher, Max Hamilton, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Gonzalez aboard here at first with nobody out.
Rip it. Here you go.
And now a 2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alejandro Cortez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Hey, nobody.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Martin. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So one out now for the Marlins in their half of the third. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Fouled away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And he lays off there. 1-0.
Here we go, guys.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate. A crooked number going on the board.
Shortstop.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. 0-1 the count. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
Those guys out there, huh?
A swing and a ground ball to third, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Max Hamilton.
One time.
Max Hamilton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Take.
Gonzalez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, have a good rip up
Hey,
there,
I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. In now, Robbie Franks comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Robbie Franks.
First pitch of the at bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. So 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to send him packing for the second time. 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding into the box, Chad Wallach. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball called just a bit low. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Sandy Alcantara. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Cameron is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Michael Mullins. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
The left fielder,
Into the box, Alejandro Cortez, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the out. Striding in, Brian Anderson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's set, and the pitch. That's a strike to throw down, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Mullins leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing a base is to get a great jump, and he got a great jump there, even though this catcher has a strong throwing arm.
One down.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Peter O'Brien, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Now another 2-2. This is foul right side. Another try at 2-2. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Another full count offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Gets dirty and gloves it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 50, Jacob Vaughn. Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 6, Juan Carrillo. Pinch hitting, Christian Yelich. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 32, Jeremy Jeffress. The pitcher, number 18.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Max Hamilton wins his 3rd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers.
Mellow made it right. I was damn bad. Now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby. Told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000.